أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ثم الصلاة والسلام على خاتم أنبياء الله وسيد المرسلين حبيب إله العالمين المصطفى الأمين بالقاسم محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وعلى آل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين الغر الميامين، لا سيما بقية الله في الأرضين، مهدي هذه الأمة وخاتم الأئمة الحجة بن الحسن العسكري، روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء. قال الله العظيم في محكم كتابه الكريم: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وكونوا مع الصادقين. آمنا بالله. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Before I begin, first of all, I will congratulate each and every one of you on the birth of our master, Imam شمس الشموس وأنيس النفوس المدفون بطوس علي بن موسى الرضا، عليه آلاف التحية وأزكى السلام.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Where did we get that tradition to put our hands on our heads and get up when the special name of Imam Zaman Ajallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif is mentioned?
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Di'b al-Khuza'i, one of the most famous poets at the time of Imam Rada and the times of Imams Salawatullahi wa Salamu Alayhi Ajma'in. He was very famous. So Imam would invite him sometimes as well to recite even Noha, to recite Azadari for Imam Hussain Salawatullahi wa Salamu Alayhi. So he recited this poem until he reached this: خروج إمام لا محاله خارج يقوم على اسم الله والبركات يميز فينا كل حق وباطل ويجزي على النعماء والنقمات. When Imam Rada Salawatullahi wa Salamu Alayhi heard this, he got up and he put his hand over his head as sign of respect to Imam Sahib al-Asr wa Zaman Ajallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by the blessing of Imam Rada Salawatullahi wa Salamu Alayhi, Gharib al-Ghuraba, to hasten the reappearance of our Master Salawatullahi wa Salamu Alayhi. He's Gharib as well. Imam al-Zaman Salawatullahi wa Salamu Alayhi Gharib. And we are Gharib without him. We are lost without him. Salawatullahi wa Salamu Alayhi. One of the people who truly had a role in the expansion of Islam, and a person who his support was crucial for the success of Islam and the Prophet ﷺ. Well, some people would say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala aids them. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala aids them through people as well. وَنَشُدُّ عَضُدَكَ بِأَخِيكَ. Musa was a prophet. His brother Harun, he aided him. So as ashab of the Prophet, so as ashab of Imams, and so as the Prophet by Hamza, his uncle, Salawatullahi wa Salamu Alayhi. This courageous, generous man of nobility and honor, who the historian, I think it's sometimes waste of energy to look up someone's age instead of looking at his life, what he accomplished. A lot of people like age more than 100 years and he accomplished nothing. And some people die in a very, very tender and young age, like Ali al-Akbar salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi. And they accomplish and make history. So Hamza, they say, was born, of course, 2 or 4 years before Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But something that a lot of people are agreed upon, that the age difference wasn't that much. His mother was Halah bint Uhayb or Wuhayb, the cousin of who Aminah bint Wahab. So Abdul Muttalib, when he went to Medina, to Yathrib back then, to take Aminah for his son Abdullah, he took her cousin as well for himself. So she gave him Hamza, Sayyid al-Shuhada salawatullahi wa salamu, Asadullahi wa Asadu Rasulih. So some people will sometimes get confused. Okay, we accept, as the narration states, that on the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, on the beneath the throne, it's written Hamza Sayyid al-Shuhada Asadullahi wa Asadu Rasulih, something like that. But okay, what isn't it Sayyid al-Shuhada Abi Abdullah al-Husayn salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi? Isn't it Asadullah Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam? What's going on here? Well, to explain that, it's very simple. Let me give you, maybe if I give you that example, we'll resolve the whole thing. Maryam, Sayyidatun Nisa. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stated in the Quran, I think the only woman that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala named in Quran is Maryam. The only woman. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala faddalaha ala nisa'il alameen. Okay. But it's clear for us, who is Sayyidatun Nisa? Fatima salawatullahi wa salamu alayha. So Rasulullah elaborates, says Sayyidatu Nisa'i alamiha, her time, not from the beginning till the end. So until Imam Al-Husayn salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi, that title belonged to Hamza salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi. So it's correct as well to say Hamza Sayyid al-Shuhada and Abi Abdullah salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi Sayyid al-Shuhada salawatullahi wa salamu alayhim ajma'in. Same thing goes for Asadullah wa Asad Rasulih. So Amir al-Mu'mineen is what? Is the holder of that title. That title, it's forever, with no dispute, is for Ali ibn Abi Talib salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi. So Hamza Sayyid al-Shuhada shared that in with Ali ibn Abi Talib for a while. Hamza, the name Hamza, what does the name Hamza mean? Al-Hamza. Hamza, it's one of the names of lion as well. Lion has many, many names. Like in Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions the lion, where قسورة حمر مستنفرة فرت من قسورة. Qaswara is the name of a lion. Layth is the name of a lion. That Abbas is what when the lion gets angry. So is Al-Hamza is as well name of the lion, because when the lion determines to do something, it usually does that thing. So Hamza salawatullahi wa salam alayhi was like that as well. Had that determination. Hamza as well means someone with determination. So there's some dispute as well among historians in regards of when Hamza became Muslim. The first opinion is that he became Muslim in around the year second of Ba'athah. Some say no, it was the year 5th of the Ba'athah. Some say later on. But something that we are certain of, that Abu Dharr al-Ghifari radwanullahi ta'ala alayh, he became Muslim when the Muslim were like less than 10 people. So he maybe was the 7th, he was maybe the 4th, so it's between that. There's a lot of dispute in this regard as well. And just to mention this beautiful thing about Abu Dharr had like this very pure soul, and he was highly intellect. So one day he saw that there's an idol. The Arabs, every tribe had an idol as well. So like today, in some places, they offer food to the idol that. So he saw there's they offered what the Arab used to offer, either it's date or milk or something with that regard. So they put a bowl of milk. He saw a fox came, drank that milk, pissed on the idol. He said that the same fox couldn't do the same thing to me, and I am been created by that idol? No, cannot be. So when Abu Dharr, they said he went to Abu Talib. Abu Talib took him to Hamza. Hamza told him, okay, what do you want? I want to become Muslim. Take me to the Rasulullah. Says, okay, when I become Muslim, how do you want to become Muslim now? Says, okay, what should I say? He says, say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Then he took him to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he said that he became Muslim in front of me, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam accepted that. So again, some people would say, Hamza was protective of his nephew, right? Because he's responsible for him, he's his cousin, he's his uncle, and he loves him, and it's a tribal thing. No, it's not. For someone like Hamza, he didn't need that. Hamza was from a pure lineage. All the Arabs in the Arabian Peninsula, they honored Banu Abdul Muttalib. Abdul Muttalib, Bani Hashim, was very honored. The best of Arabs were them. No one disputed that. No one. Even later on, when Bani Umayyah came, they didn't dispute that as well. Even Bani Umayyah couldn't dispute that. That's why Imam Zayn al-Abidin salawatullahi wa salamu alayh, and before him Amir al-Mu'minin salawatullahi wa salamu alayh, reminded them who they are. Imagine Amir al-Mu'minin, of course, writing down that minna asadullah wa minkum asadul ahlaf, that from us is Hamza. Allahu Akbar. Amir al-Mu'mineen is proud of Hamza. And they say when the coup was made against Amir al-Mu'mineen salawatullahi wa salam alayhi after the martyrdom of Rasulullah, Amir al-Mu'mineen said that if there was Hamza and Ja'far, this not would have happened. So, and Imam Al-Abidin in front of Yazid, who just killed his father, he killed his family, he took him and his woman as a prisoner, he told him who he is. Ana ibn Makkah wa minha. That he reminded them. So a lot of people, a lot of them were Arab, they know things. So when he reminded them of his lineage, his pure lineage, no one said that Bani Umayyah was a pure lineage. No one. But Bani Hashim were. Anyway. So Hamza, this is one narration. The other is that one day he was coming from the hunt, as he usually went to hunting, to the hunt alone, which was very dangerous to do. I mean, that alone shows how courageous you are. So they even call them Sayyadul Usud, the hunters of lions. And I had that theory. I mean, like I said, nowadays there is no lion in Arabian Peninsula, probably because Hamza Sayyid al-Shuhada hunted them all. Anyway, so he was coming back from the hunt, and he was usually after coming back, he would go to Masjid al-Haram doing tawaf, then he goes to his family. And on his way, there's clubs like sittings of Quraysh, like Bani Makhzum, or all those people sitting around, and he would maybe have a chat with them, sit down a little bit, then he continues. At that same day, Rasulullah was on Safa, and there was Fir'aun Quraysh there as well. Who was Fir'aun Quraysh? Abu Jahl. Abu Jahl, he insulted Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, a very bad insult. And that lady heard it. And Hamza, when he was coming back, she told Hamza, you will not hear and so what happened to your nephew Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Then Hamza, when he heard that, unlike his habit and his tradition, what he did, he went straight to find Abu Jahl. And when he saw him, he went straight to him and got his bow out and struck him on his face. So what he says is, I'm gonna say here that yes, أتشتمه وأنا على دينه, do you insult him and I am on his religion, on his faith. So they say up until that day he was concealing his faith, like his brother Abu Talib radwanullahi ta'ala alayhi. وأنا على دينه أقول ما يقول, I say whatever he says. فرد علي ذلك إن استطعت. So I say whatever he say, I am on his faith, do whatever you want, if you dare. So فقام رجل من فقام رجال من بني مخزوم. Bani Makhzum was the allies of Abu Jahl. They got up. They got up to aid Abu Jahl. فقالوا لحمزة ما نراك إلا قد صبأت. فقال حمزة وما يمنعني وقد استبان لي منه أنه رسول الله. So they told Hamza, Sayyid al-Shuhada, like, what are you doing? You left the faith of your forefathers, and it's a childish thing. He says, what's prevent me? when I saw the truth in this faith. So when he says that, and that in both sources, I think Abu Ishaq says that as well, a Sunni source. So it's in both sources, Shia and Sunni, that I knew this, like I saw this. It's not at that day out of anger he just said that. No. وما يمنعني وقد استبان لي منه أنه رسول الله والذي يقول حق, that he is the prophet and what he says is the truth. فوالله لا أنزع فامنعوني إن كنتم صادقين. Prevent me if you are truthful. Then, they couldn't face Hamza, and that shows later on that he was in a way assassinated from far. They didn't approach Hamza. So فَمْنَعُونِي كُنْتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. Abu Jahl then interfered. He says, leave Abu Ya'la or Abu Amara. I said that before, that he had like two kunya, Abu Amara and Abu Ya'la. Maybe they were twin. It's a possibility. That's my opinion. It's a possibility. But maybe that's a custom as well among Arab for someone to have two kunya. But I don't know. So I really insulted his nephew. So here brings the question that why Abu Jahl said that, even though he was Fir'aun Quraysh, as he was described. His actual kunya was Abu al-Hakam. But then he became Abu Jahl for his stubbornness and for his vindictive kind of way against Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So here, that explains itself. He was cunning, and he saw that someone like Hamza will start a war within Mecca, and that's it. They will be weakened. They cannot prevent this from happening. If they struck Hamza, Bani Hashim will come, and they don't have time to plan this. So it's better to prevent this, even though Abu Jahl was humiliated among his people. And alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala humiliated him till now by everyone calling him Abu Jahl, the father of ignorance. I wanted today to speak a little bit about Sha'b Abi Talib on the year 6th of Hijrah and what happened. But it's a very sad kind of history. And today is the birth of our Imam Salawatullahi wa Salamu Alayhi. So inshallah we will adjourn this to next week. Inshallah. وصلى اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى الطيبين الطاهرين.
اللهم صل على محمد.